Hi, I'm Christina and this is my July TBR. I have 6 books here that I would like to read. First up, I have Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. This is a new science fiction book from the author that wrote The Martian. I absolutely loved the film adaptation of that starring Matt Damon. In fact, it's one of my favourite science fiction films of all time, so I'm expecting a lot from this one. This story is about an astronaut who is the sole survivor on his mission. If he fails this mission, the Earth will die and it will be the end of humanity. However, he's just regained consciousness and he can't even remember his name, let alone the purpose or the urgency of his mission. So I think this sounds absolutely wonderful and I'm really looking forward to reading this one. So next up is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. This is a fantasy book and I first heard about this one as it's been shortlisted for the Women's Prize for Fiction this year. I think the premise of this one sounds really intriguing. We follow the main character of Piranesi, who lives in a house where the rooms are infinite and the corridors are endless, and he spends his days cataloguing its wonders. He lives here with one other person who visits him twice a week, and then one day he discovers that there's somebody new living in the house with him. So I'm buddy reading this one with Kirsten over at Reading Nymph, who I will link down below. She's absolutely brilliant and she loves fantasy, so definitely go and check her out. This is going to be the second book we've buddy read together and I'm really looking forward to reading this one. So next up I have a mystery, The Apfel Girls Are Gone by Felicity McLean. So this story is set in Australia and it's told through the perspective of an 11-year-old girl as she recounts the summer of 1992, the summer when the 3 Van Apfel sisters disappeared. I love a good mystery and this one sounds right up my street, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Next up I have a science fiction book, Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. This has been translated from the Japanese and it's set in a small cafe in Tokyo which has been serving coffee for over 100 years, and it also gives you the opportunity to travel back in time, but you must return to the present day before the coffee gets cold. Now I really like the premise of this one. I think it sounds absolutely wonderful and I think it has the potential to be a really lovely little book packed full of emotion, and I can't wait to read this one. So next up is a contemporary novel, The Death of Vivek by Akwaeke. This is very popular on BookTube and I've heard a lot of people sing its praises. It's set in Nigeria. A mother opens her front door to discover her son's body at her feet, and his body is wrapped in colourful fabric. And we follow the family on a journey to understand the loss of their child. And I'm expecting this one to be very hard-hitting, a very emotional read, and I'm very much looking forward to reading this one. Finally, I have another contemporary novel, The Trouble with Goats and Sheep by Joanna. This is going to be my second novel by this author. I read 3 Things About Elsie by her earlier this year and I absolutely love that book. It's one of my favourite books of 2021 so far. I have a dedicated book review video on 3 Things About Elsie, so I will link that down below in case you'd like to hear my thoughts on it. I absolutely recommend you read that book. It is absolutely wonderful. So this is her debut novel and it's part contemporary and part mystery. It's set in England in the 1970s where a woman has gone missing. Everyone in the village blames her sudden disappearance on the heat wave, but 2 10-year-old girls aren't convinced and we follow them as they try to uncover the truth. And I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I was absolutely captivated by Joanna Cannon's writing in the other book that I read. She writes so beautifully. I was so connected to the characters and the way that she writes, she just weaves so many things together and it's so intricate. And I'm just hoping for more of the same. I absolutely love that book, if you can't tell. So these are all the books I'm planning to read in the month of July. If there's any here that you've read, definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if there's any here that you would like to read, definitely let me know that too. So let me know what's one book that you're really excited to read in July. I'd love to chat to you about it. So thank you so much for watching. Please do like the video if you liked it, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more of me talking about books. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!